Alright, just a short one here today, making a quick video to discuss how important it is to oil these air filters. Now this is a relatively new Predator generator from Harbor Freight that is now garbage. The motor is trash because somebody didn't read the directions where it clearly states that you're supposed to oil these filters. Alright, now this machine was operated in dusty conditions. You can see, look at all this dust build up. Okay, dust everywhere. Look at this. Look at this sand. Okay, so by that oil filter not being oiled, it's not sticky on the inside, doesn't catch the fine dirt particles. And I would say this unit probably hasn't even, well, actually it's due for its oil change now. That's what I was doing. I got a bunch of units. I got about 30 units I'm doing maintenance on. And we got ones much older than this, run fine. But every time we do the oil service, I take the filter out, I wash it in gasoline, dry it out really well, then I oil it. And we've got units like this with hundreds and hundreds, probably over 500 hours on these things. But like I said, this one's brand new and it's trash. How do I know it doesn't have no compression? Well, like all the rest of these, I went to go start it. I checked it, make sure it had oil first. It's got oil. Checked the gas. It had some gas in it. Wouldn't pop off. Usually that's because there's a little bit of water in the carburetor. You pop that drain screw on the bowl, let the old crap run out, turn the fuel on, let the new fresh stuff come in, and it'll usually fire right off. Didn't happen this time. Okay, so then I'm starting to pay more attention, like, okay, well, what's going on? I notice when I'm pulling the pull cord, it doesn't really have much resistance. It's just coming out. Okay, that's a good sign that you're having compression issues. All right, pulled the plug out, made sure it was firing. I got fire. Pulled the valve cover off, make sure like a push rod didn't come loose or something. Valve train's fine, everything's working. I stuck my finger over the spark plug hole and pulled the pull rope. Doesn't even have enough compression to push my finger off the hole. That tells me right there the compression's gone. That compression should be high enough to push your finger off. Well, not like that, but you'll hear the air come past it. Wouldn't happen with this one. So just to confirm, maybe I didn't have a sticky ring or something, I put some oil in the cylinder. I even used starting fluid. You know, if it won't run on starting fluid, it ain't going to run at all, period. So gave it a little shot. It fired up for maybe 2 seconds, long enough to burn off all the oil that I put in the cylinder. Then it lost the compression again because the oil was what was giving it the compression. That's what was sealing the gap around the rings. See? So whenever it burns that oil off, you lost your compression again. As soon as it did, it died. So that's it. This generator is now going to be a parts generator because it ain't worth putting a new set of rings in it. Whatever, just ain't worth it. But all of that caused by simply not oiling this thing. I cannot stress how important that is. I really can't. So oil your foam filter. Now, when I say oil it, all you do is you put it in your hand, put a drop, maybe the size of a, not quite as big as a silver dollar. Then you squeeze the oil filter, you knead it in, okay? It doesn't have to be dripping oil running out of it. You just knead it in enough, and then you squeeze it one good time, and any excess oil will drip out. And that's it, you're done. That's all it needs, okay? So please oil your foam filters, guys. Now the only time you don't oil A foam filter is when it's being used as a pre-filter. Now you'll see on like bigger motors, they'll have the paper element filter, and then they might have a green foam one over top of that. Now the purpose of the foam there is to catch the large debris, the big pieces, big chunks of grass and whatnot. Keep them from getting into the filter. Now that you don't have to oil. But this is the main filter on this engine, nothing else after that. It needs to be oiled. Alrighty, y'all have a good one.